Hi guys, and welcome to the Mentorship Corner. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sibiano Tandazo. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to click the red subscription button down below. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. So yeah, hi guys, Ninjani. Let's see. So hi, Ninjani, Ukhantet. Dumela, Tobela, Da. I'm trying to learn, guys. I'm trying to learn. Anyways, on today's video, we are going to be discussing how to manage money as a university student. So I know money is a very, intense topic that some of us do not want to touch. Some of us just don't want to talk about. But on the Mentorship Corner, we make sure that we touch all subjects because we believe that if we educate you properly and if we educate you accordingly in all the spheres of your life, you will live a better life and you will live a better, fulfilling life. Okay. So as I said on today's video, we're discussing money, amachangura. We're just gonna be like, it's not necessarily like tips and tricks, it's just like some advice. Basically, I'm going to be sharing how I managed money as a university student when I was still in varsity, and I'll be sharing like the things that actually worked for me and things that didn't work for me. If you can relate, great. If you can learn something from it, even better. Do take notes so that you can better manage your money as a student. Okay. If it's something you already know and you feel like you have adapted and adjusted it a little bit, you can always drop it on the comment section down below, because the aim of the channel is to actually educate each other. So if you drop it on the comment section down below, someone could learn from it. Okay, so let's get right into it, guys. First thing I just want to say is I understand, because I've been there, that as a university student you do not get a lot of money to actually play around with. I remember when I was in varsity, I had a bursary. So I had a NSFAS first, and NSFAS gave us an amount of around 800 rands when I was in first year and second year, which was not enough. So my family actually had to send through some money for me to actually be able to buy groceries, to be able to save some money, and to be able to buy some clothes. And then when I was in third year, I got a bursary. My bursary gave me an amount of around 1.7, which was great because then my family didn't need to send me money. So I had enough money to cover all my needs, because I was a student, guys. So I didn't have a car, I didn't have bills to pay or anything like that. I just had to make sure I had food. I just had to make sure I had clothes. So that for me was enough money. So I understand from a student's perspective that when you are in varsity or when you're in college, you don't really have a lot of money to play around with. I definitely get that. But the main aim is that you need to use the little that you have, use the little that you've got wisely and use it efficiently, so that you will be able to cover all your needs, and you'll be able to at least try and save a little bit of the money for rainy days. Okay. No, the first thing I'm just gonna say is you need to draft down a budget. It is very important, and I cannot stress it enough, guys. I just can't. So it is very, very important that you draft down a budget. A budget is going to help ensure that you know where your money is going. Like, you don't have to have like a very strict, tight budget or anything like that. If you want to, great, but you don't necessarily have to. The most important thing is you need to know where your money needs to go and where your money is going, basically. So just have like a skeleton budget where you know, okay, this is how much money I spend on groceries, this is how much money I spend on buying clothes every month, am I buying clothes every month, well, things like that. This is how much money I'm spending on ABC, this is how much money I'm spending on this and that. So you need to have a budget. That's the first thing you need to do to manage money proper. You need to have a budget. I did do a video on how to budget and all the drama. It applies to everyone, so I will drop the link on the description down below, so that if you want to go through the whole budgeting process one more time before you draft your budget for the next few months, I'll link the video so that you guys can have a look. But the first thing you need to do, you need to draw up your budget, because it is very important. So that's the first thing. The second thing you need to do, you need to know exactly how much money you spend on certain things. So you need to know how much money, I think before you know how much money you spend on certain things, what's important is you need to know where you want to spend your money. Groceries are a need, very necessary. Clothes are a need, but you can decide whether you're buying clothes every month or you're buying clothes like every 3rd month or every 6th month. That's totally up to you. And then there's like printing, like buying paper, buying stationery, and all the drama. That as well, it's a need, but you can also decide, depending on how much you use it, you can decide how much you're spending on that and when you're actually buying it. So that's the first thing. You need to know what you want to be spending on your money on, and then you need to allocate money. So which was my second point. You need to allocate a certain amount of money for everything that you want to spend money on. I remember when I was in school, I used to allocate money for groceries. I used to allocate money for going home, because I used to get homesick. I still do. I accept, I know I'm an adult, but yes, I still get homesick, and it's fine, it's okay, it's totally normal. So I used to allocate money for going home, because I knew when I'm homesick, I'm not able to study, I'm not able to function. So when I'm homesick, I just need to take the taxi and go home. So I would save money for going home. I would allocate, so I didn't buy clothes every month, because I'm not a fashion person. Yeah, people who know me know I'm not a fashion person, guys. I am not a fashion guru. However I'm dressed up, it doesn't really bother me. Honestly, it doesn't. So I would buy clothes like every 3 months, every 3rd month, or like every 6th month, or when I go home, when my parents decide to buy me clothes or something like that. It wasn't like a priority. I would then save a certain amount of money for rainy days, for like an emergency or anything like that, and then I would allocate a certain amount of money for stationery when I need to buy like more books or more pens, and all the drama. So it is very important to allocate a certain amount of money for certain things. For groceries, I think it's safe for you to do groceries first, then we're going to see how much money do you actually need for groceries, so that you can allocate a reasonable and a realistic amount of money. Not to also allocate like 500 rands for groceries, only to find that you need 700 rands for groceries, because that then will throw off your budget, and it's unnecessary. So allocate realistic amounts of money for certain things of your life. The last thing about allocating money that I want to touch on is that you need to allocate money for fun, because you're going to want to go out with friends, you're going to want to take yourself out. I used to take myself out almost every month, especially when I was like in 3rd year and final year, because there was a bit too much stress going on in school. So I used to take myself out every month just to calm myself down. And I remember I had a twin, Anela. We used to just randomly, like if we had a very bad day, or we had like a very intense day, and we just decide, okay fine, we're going to my room, because her apartment was outside of campus. We would just go to my room, we would change, and we would just leave campus. So you need to save money for such, because we knew we had cash for like lunch or dinner and drinks. Then this is campus, because we just had like a crazy busy day and it was just too much. So save money for such things, okay? Please do. You'll thank me later. Okay, so the last thing I want to touch on that's very important about managing money is saving money for rainy days. So Nicolette calls it like the mighty emergency account. It is very important, guys, because what will happen if in the middle of the month you all of a sudden run out of groceries, or in the middle of the month something happens at home and you need to rush home, or in the middle of the month you guys need to buy like a certain equipment for like a certain module, or you guys have to pay for like going to a certain trip, and all that drama. So save for rainy days. So you need to always have an emergency account. I remember I used to save so much that when I was in 3rd year I was able to buy myself like a decent proper fridge, which was not a bar fridge, because from 1st year to 2nd year I had a bar fridge, because I had learned to save. So it's very important that you learn to save. Okay, so save. Even if you're saving like 50 rands a month or like 100 rands a month, it doesn't have to be a huge amount, but it's just money, you know, it's there. Should there be an emergency, you will have some cash to actually, you know, assist with the emergency. With that said, know which things are emergencies in your life. Having a last minute dinner date with friends is not an emergency, guys. So know which things are actually emergencies and which things are not. Okay. So the last thing was that actually. So if we just run through it one more time, you need to draw up a budget. The second thing you need to do, you need to make sure you allocate a realistic amount of money for certain things in your life. And the last thing you want to do, you want to make sure you have a bit of savings for emergencies. Okay. So that's about it for today's video. It's not that intense. It's just, I know we never want to talk about money because money is just it's a bit of an intense subject, I understand, but it is very, very important that we use our money wisely. And it's also important to start practicing good money practices at an early age, so that when you start working, you know exactly where you are with your money. Okay. So that's it from me and the Men's Corner today on saving money. I love you guys a lot. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And if you have some lessons learned, drop them on the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys. Take care, guys. I love you all. Bye.